Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make this coaster out of infusible ink sheet and using my mini easy press. I took this pattern, the wildflower pattern from the spring flower mystery box. These are the infusible sheets to this pattern, wildflower infusible sheet. So as you can see, there's different colors. I already used the yellow one, so I wanted to try a different color, and that was the butcher paper I just showed you, which you'll need. Here are the ceramic coasters. In the back it shows the size of the coaster as 3.6 diameters, so we'll design based off of that. You do need a lint roller. You could use a paper cutter, or you could use a pair of scissors, but I'm going to use the paper cutter, and I have a lint roller and a mat for my joy. So a lot of people think that you can't use the joy to make this project, and if you don't have a bigger easy press you can't, but you can. You just need patience. So let's get started. So I'm going to move some of my stuff out of the way so I can cut the sheet. I am going to cut it 4 inches long, so I could cut it to size instead of just 3.6. It's really better to give a little bit more space on this cutter, so I'll show you why. So here I'm cutting this paper 4 inches long, and then I'm going to cut it another 4 inches, so it's 4 by 4 inch. I'm going to put it on my mat because I'll need the mat to cut for my joy, because it's not a smart material. So there I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to use a brayer to put it on good. I'm going to lint roll the coaster, the ceramic coaster, and make sure there's no lint on there, because if there's lint, it will stay on your project. So now I'm going to switch over to design space. I chose the shape and I changed the size to 3.6 because that's what it said on the packet. I tried to change the color to white, but then I was like, let me change the color again. So I'll just change the color, and because I chose the patterned infusible sheet. Here I'm going to type the word blessed because I'm going to use infusible markers for the joy to get it pressed on as well. Infusible markers are really nice to play with to add to your infusible sheets. Sorry, that was my puppy if you heard her. And here I'm choosing a writing font so I can write with my markers. Here I'm going to stage it, make sure it's within frame, and then I'm going to select all, and I'm going to attach. Now I'm going to go to the Make It screen, and then don't forget to mirror because there's writing on it. And then you type infusible. You don't need to put sheet, you just put infusible in search. Perfect. Now once you hit done, you can start loading your mat and start writing. I hit go already, so I'm here switching out from the pen to the blade. And yeah, there is a part that is magnetic on your joy. I added extra magnets so it could hold my blade so I don't lose it while I take it out. So here I am going to hit go again on DS. So now we're ready to remove it off the mat. Cover back the mat with the protective sheet so it doesn't get dirty. And then I'm going to peel the part that we don't want just with my fingers. You do not need a weeding tool for the infusible sheet. It came out perfect. So here, this is the spot that I wanted to show you on what I do. So I put the coaster face down. You see how there's extra, you don't have to use heat tape. You could just fold it up 4 corners like I just did here so that it's easier for your iron. Now the Cricut heat press guide does recommend it face down, but I found with the easy press, this is my hack. I pressed it in sections so that it looks better, but it does require patience, and you do need to know where you press on, and it tends to work better with patterns. So here I am going to flip it back up. I measured the butcher paper to protect my surface and my my plate. So here I'm folding it into sections so it's easier to remember where I pressed and how long. And then I turned on my press, and I am getting ready to fold the bottom so it stays in place better. So this is something you'll have to test out. I was trying to protect my finger but I pressed it in sections. It doesn't need pressure, so you could put it down, but I was holding it because I was trying to grab the timer and other things so I could set the timer. But if you have the timer set, you could really literally just leave it there and just let it press. I did speed up this video so you don't have to sit here with multiple presses at about 4 minutes each section, plus the 2 in the middle, just to make sure that it lined up right. And voila, we're done. And then I carefully removed it because it was still hot. You don't want it to fall back down there because you can cause ghosting, which it will be blurry. But this is it. Like, this is how it came out, and I think it looks great. What do you guys think?